Hello. Today we're going to be talking about death, or more so how not having a fear of death can stagnate your progress in life. A lot of the fear that you have in life could stem from your avoidance of the fact that it will end. At least the human experience that you're having right now will, regardless of what you believe. The fear of death, or the fear of the end, it's the fear to end all fears, isn't it? It's something that you can't escape, and it is really all consuming, no matter how much you try to avoid it. You know, and I'm titling this video "Walking with Death," or some nonsensical deep phrase where you think I'm going to tell you that you must walk with death to overcome fear, which is what I'm trying to say. But the truth is, you don't choose whether or not you walk with death, because you don't have a choice, and the situation is more if you choose to acknowledge that death walks with you or not, as death of course follows regardless of your choice. And I don't know too much about the rest of the world, but I live in Ireland, and we're somewhat notorious for having a sort of obsession with death. Like, Irish people are very in tune with their morality, and it's regularly a topic of conversation. Like, it's not very taboo to talk about here, and I think that's a thing in Catholic cultures in general, but particularly in Ireland. Like, we have wakes where at a funeral you'll just have like the body of the deceased present, and people pretty much show up for like a sort of mini party just around the body. So it is like something that's very present here, but still in the common consensus, we, as well as the rest of the world, avoid truly facing death. We still fear the unknown and uncertainty, and my main message here is that avoiding death prevents you from living like you will die. It keeps you scared and too deep into the material world. We view death as the main antagonist in our lives rather than an integral part of our purpose and a key aspect of humanity, really. Like, it's very important, no? Human impermanence is what gives power to our lives, and I'm sure you've heard someone say that before, but if your life ends, then you're free to do with it as you please. Your life doesn't become meaningless because of death. It becomes meaningless when you refuse to accept and understand death, and therefore live as though you have unlimited time. You could live for 1,000,000 years and still never live true to yourself, because if you live a life of fear, but death creates the urgency needed for you to overcome this fear and become your true self. I think the fear comes more from wasting your life rather than the fact that it will end. Taking the time to reflect on your life as you know it ending, that is a death within itself, because accepting your mortality is the beginning of your new life. It brings like a metamorphosis of sorts, and then you can truly live without fear, without stress, and instead with truth, intention, and passion, because that's all that matters. All that matters is living true to yourself and living how you want to, and living in line with your values, because everything else is bullshit. The mortal world, the physical realm, is so insignificant in comparison to your soul, and you can stop worrying about things going wrong. And start focusing on your truth and living your life to the fullest. you will die, and so will everyone else on Earth. But only some can truly live. Yeah, I think I cooked there. Yeah. I think we thumbnail. I think that was actually expired because it's in a Christmas wrapper and it's fucking February. I don't usually say this, but like, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe for more similar content.